Открыто дежурный. Понедельник. Понедельник сегодня, да? Вторник, среда. 3 дня вы дежурный. Раджабов, не будет открыто дежурный. Понедельник. Понедельник сегодня, да? Вторник, среда.
Islam Makhachev has begun a grueling training camp under Khabib Nurmagomedov as he gears up for his welterweight title clash with Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 322. The preparation is centered on refining both his stand-up and grappling skills, with the goal of making a powerful statement as he enters the 170-pound division.
Давай. Делаем, скорость. 10 секунд еще. Делаем. Делаем, 5 секунд. Делаем. Время.
It's very hard. When Khabib with us in the camp, you don't have too much options, you know. Today, honestly, we start to with the team. We start one guys to go Khabib. Maybe tomorrow sparring we can some rest.
Yeah.
Okay, you just go to the light and do 30 minutes running.
Yeah.
Okay, easy training, you know.
Yeah.
But when we came to the gym, 12 rounds is the boxing bags.
Yeah.
And after everybody run, it's not easy, you know.
Damn.
And tomorrow, 10 in the morning, we have sparring. This guy, he don't know his other way.
Yeah.
Just one way, hard work.
Now,
Makhachev has been putting in relentless work at his camp in Sildi, Dagestan, training with close teammates such as Tagi Lambikov, Sabera Tukagov, Usman Nurmagomedov, and Umar Nurmagomedov, along with several other partners. His preparation has included running tirelessly even in the rain and powering up steep hills to sharpen his endurance and overall strength.
Хорошо, до конца. До конца.
Все, да? А не тушить носи.
Давай. Это был пятый, а потом я вниз спустился еще раз.
At the Sildi camp, Makhachev has also been displaying his judo techniques in a playful way, joking with teammates while showing different throws and takedowns. The atmosphere has been lighthearted, filled with laughter, as he mixes serious training with moments of fun, helping the group improve skills while enjoying the process together. In one drill, Ordov is seen locking his arms around Makhachev's waist while Islam works to escape, a practice designed to highlight leverage, control, and refine technique. Beyond just teaching fighting skills, Nurmagomedov is also enforcing discipline, as shown in a clip filmed by Makhachev that captures his intense coaching style, demanding precision, focus, and maximum effort from the fighters throughout training.
Sure, buddy. Okay.
Stains on me like brand names. Treasures lined up brand new paintings. Tonight's style on my team. Everyone know that's cocaine.
Sure, buddy.
Okay. Stains on me like brand names. Treasures lined up brand new paintings. Tonight's style on my team. Everyone know that's cocaine.
This commitment to discipline clearly shows, as just 2 days after setting the record for most UFC lightweight title defenses, Makhachev was back in the gym pushing himself hard. His relentless drive is evident as he immediately returned to sharpening his skills, staying in peak shape and preparing for the next big challenge in his career. In grappling practice, Makhachev was fully engaged with his teammates, displaying sharp counters and smooth defensive maneuvers executed with precision. The drills highlighted his focus on timing, control, and adaptability, showing his ongoing commitment to refining both the offensive and defensive sides of his grappling game.
Hadi.
During a separate grappling drill, Makhachev's dominance was evident when his partner jokingly acted as if he passed out while caught in one of Islam's tight chokeholds, a moment that showcased his blend of raw strength, precise control, and technical skill in submissions. The exchange underlined both the seriousness and intensity of his preparation, while further illustrating the effectiveness of his grappling game. Alongside this, Makhachev follows a demanding weight training program, pushing himself with heavy lifts to continue building power and conditioning.
Что, молодой, до утра борисный. Усни, Шариф, усни, не сдавайся, Шариф. Не снова. Тут как не дают, смотри, да как ты. Он вчера говорил, что ему никто еще болевой не делал.
For power and endurance, Makhachev smashes a heavy bag, then moves to weight training where he bench presses 100 kilograms for several repetitions, deadlifts 220 kilograms, and squats 120 kilograms, all while keeping his body weight at only 76 kilograms. This mix of explosive movements and compound lifts highlights his commitment to building functional strength tailored for MMA competition.
Пять. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Последний. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять.
10 секунд!
Makhachev also mixes hard work with lighthearted games during camp, as he is spotted balancing across several small mattresses. The drill challenges his coordination, core control, and overall stability, while adding a playful twist that keeps training both functional and enjoyable.
Я уверен, здесь никто не сделает.
Сделает. Ислам сделает.
Случайно как...
Не случайно Ислам сделает.
Я тебе отвечаю, не сделает здесь.
Хорош, ну это, больше всех хорош.
Не, боршануть.
Predictions are already surfacing for the highly anticipated matchup between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena. with Shauna Ali sharing her thoughts. She highlighted how Makhachev consistently delivers exciting performances and expressed curiosity about his move to the welterweight division. At the same time, with Della Maddalena riding the momentum of a strong, dominant win, Ali believes this clash promises high-level action, competitive exchanges, and plenty of intrigue for fans.
Della Maddalena Makhachev?
That's another one where it's just like, I mean, Ilya versus Islam was the fight to make. That was the one. That was the fight that should have been done. But we're getting 2 super fights now instead of just the one. But yeah, Islam, he's always fun to watch. Pound for pound, number 1. I think him and Ilya should be tied for pound for pound number 1. And Jack Della Maddalena coming off a beautiful, impressive performance over Bilal. So it's going to be an interesting fight. But I'm curious to see Islam at 170. I don't think he's going to look too small. I think he's probably look just as big, and he's super skilled. I don't know. I mean, his striking's so underrated. So it's going to be a...
Daniel Cormier analyzed the upcoming showdown between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, praising JDM for his physicality, power, and solid grappling ability. He acknowledged that while Della Maddalena usually manages takedowns effectively, Makhachev's style, built on relentless pressure, tricky trips, and non-stop movement inside the cage, creates unique problems he hasn't dealt with before. Cormier noted that this matchup will push both fighters to adapt quickly, making it a contest full of intensity, unpredictability, and high-level action from the very start.
You're giving JDM a lot of...
I'm giving him a lot of credit.
Does he have the ability to beat a guy like Islam?
Here's where he's going to have to show some improvement. He'll get takedown attempts coming at him very early. This time. The last fight, he didn't have to deal with that when he was fresh. If Islam can start to pressure him early and take him down early, or even just make him wrestle early, he might struggle. We've seen before him get taken down, but I don't know that he's ever felt anything like he's going to feel, because it's not going to be double legs and single legs with Islam. It's going to be him playing with his feet, tripping him, moving around on the octagon side, doing things that he don't recognize as free.
Cormier went on to highlight that what people often underestimate is just how sharp Makhachev's striking actually is. He pointed to the Dustin Poirier fight, which was contested mostly on the feet, where Makhachev convincingly won every round before finishing with a submission. Despite that dominance, fans and analysts tend to grade him differently, focusing more on Poirier's brief moment of success rather than recognizing that Makhachev controlled the fight from start to finish.
And make him work in areas that he doesn't. Because what we do know about Islam is he's a much better striker than people give him credit for. Bro, he won all the rounds against Dustin Poirier in a fight that was pretty much all striking. He gets judged on a different curve than most, though, because he's been so dominant. Everybody's like, well, Dustin Poirier fought him so well, but he didn't. It was literally 5-0 and he got submitted.
Yeah.
So he gets a little bit like...
It's almost like Poirier got his licks, but he got dominant.
However, Israel Adesanya didn't hold back when giving his thoughts on Islam versus Jack Della Maddalena, making it clear he's backing the Aussie. In Adesanya's view, Della's explosive scrambles and underrated size will be too much for Islam to deal with. He stressed that people are overlooking just how big and powerful Jack really is, and warned that if Makhachev underestimates him, he'll be facing a task beyond his reach. Adesanya even predicted that Della could make a huge statement by knocking Islam out.
Della versus Islam, how are we feeling about that?
I think Della is going to get it done. I've only spotted Della once, like not really hard crazy, but his scrambles are crazy. And I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him. People don't realize how big Della is as well. He's solid. He's going to knock him out, and I believe him. I honestly believe.
Echoing the earlier predictions, Ian Gary described Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena as a razor-close contest, praising Islam as a complete fighter with world-class ability in every area, but also stressing that size can't be overlooked. He believes Jack's physicality, sharp boxing, and underrated takedowns give him a real chance to surprise fans, though he admits Islam's mastery of the game could just as easily secure him the win. Meanwhile, Charles Oliveira shifted the focus to styles, pointing out that Jack isn't a one-punch knockout artist, but rather someone who breaks opponents down with steady punishment. Still, Oliveira sees Islam thriving at welterweight, suggesting the added size and strength will make his grappling even more overwhelming. And if Makhachev gets the fight to mat, it could spell the end for the Aussie.
Who do you think wins, Jack or Islam?
It's such a tough one to talk about. Islam is phenomenal. He's good everywhere. Size matters. When you're talking about an extra 15 pounds, when you look at the size of Volkanovski versus Jack Della Maddalena, there's a big size discrepancy. And Volk gave him a good fight. And then Dustin Poirier, it wasn't absolutely completely dominant by Islam. It was a tough fight. Size is going to play a huge part. Even on the ground, I feel like Jack could get it done with just some clean boxing and good takedown defense. But I can absolutely see Islam coming in and doing what Islam.
Khamzat Chimaev kept his prediction short and sweet. He's backing Islam to get the win. No breakdowns, no overthinking. Just full confidence in his teammates' ability to handle business. John Wood, on the other hand, called the matchup fascinating, especially if Jack Della can build on what he showed against Belal Muhammad. He's familiar with that grinding style, but acknowledges that Makhachev executes it at an even higher level. On the feet, Della has the edge, but everything hinges on whether his takedown defense can hold up. When it comes to Islam, which says you simply can't bet against him yet, his ground game is suffocating, his striking underrated, and the way he blends both makes him a nightmare puzzle few can even survive, let alone solve. Still, Wood pointed out small holes in Islam's entries, hinting that the Khabib-style blueprint can be cracked. If Jack figures it out, it could be a long night for Makhachev. But until someone truly breaks that code, Wood isn't betting against him. Meanwhile, Islam's coach and mentor Khabib Nurmagomedov admitted that Jack might just be the toughest opponent his fighter has ever faced. In fact, he said if the choice was between Ilia Topuria and Jack Della, JDM would concern him far more. For Khabib, it comes down to Jack's size, strength, sharp boxing, and dangerous scrambling ability. Tools that make him a unique and difficult puzzle. While he firmly backs Islam's all-around game, he also acknowledges that Della presents challenges unlike anything seen before.
Считаю, что Мадалена самый сложный соперник в Ислама карьере. Это мое мнение. Ни Чарльз, никто. Ни один из этих бойцов.
И даже не Илья, если бы это бой был бы.
Ну, мое личное мнение, во-первых, Мадалена 2 раза больше, чем Илья.
Сопоставим.
Илья.
We watched Makhachev push through a tough training camp and listen to the experts share their predictions. But now it's over to you. Who are you backing in this fight? Share your picks in the comments. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more UFC updates. Until next time, stay tuned and we'll catch you in the next one.